Hi, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Mackie 802-VLZ3 8-channel analog mixer. I picked this up at Guitar Center. It retails for about $199 plus tax. And I needed a mixer for mixing together my various audio sources that I use when recording, for doing YouTube videos, or for other purposes such as mixing into a PC, or for doing digital field recording. I use a Zoom H4n portable field recorder, and using this mixer I'll be able to mix together various different sources, such as two different channels into the same stereo recording source, and make sure that I have my levels maximized, that I'm using the full dynamic range of each of the components. So this is just going to be a quick unboxing video, testing out my video setup, making sure that everything works smoothly, and you'll get a chance to peek inside the box as it is new. So first thing I noticed right away is that it's definitely quite weighty. There's videos on YouTube showing them actually drive over some various small mixers, including this model. And this one survives everything up to and including dropping from a 2- or 3-story building without failing entirely. I believe it did lose its main output channel, but while other mixers in a similar price range, a bit less, but similar mixers in the market don't seem to hold up physically to that much abuse. So that was probably the main advantage and attractive feature of this. Circuitry problems I can fix, but hardware is hardware, and you want something that's robust and going to last a while. So to open it, there's just a single line of tape on the bottom here. So I'm just going to take my trusty knife here and cut it open. I'm going to flip it back over and peel her up. Getting started manual. I won't get into this heavily, but just to see exactly what's in here. I am someone who likes to read the manual, so nowadays a lot of them are just coming on PDF files. Typically you get kind of a quick start guide. It apparently includes a basic bundle of Traction 3. It's just I'm assuming some sort of mixing software, something I'm not really interested in. Getting started manual. Important safety instructions in a couple different languages. So this would basically just be the warranty guide. I really don't see. It just says make sure you understand the safety instructions. That's about it. So as far as getting started guides go and manuals in general, pretty weak. I have a feeling that's going to be the weakest part of this device. But nah, not going to worry about that. But that is the manual. Then we have this section here, which appears to be assumably the power cord. Yep. It is quite a beefy power connector. Interestingly enough, this is very interesting actually, it uses a what looks like a mini XLR connector. This is the same type of connector that my lapel microphone uses. So somewhat proprietary looking, but if this is a standardized mini XLR, then theoretically I could buy the connector and solder up and wire a cable to some sort of power brick. It uses 18.5 volts times 2, it says. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, but there's the power adapter anyway. Nothing too fancy. Now, this is what we really want to see, the mixer itself. Definitely packaged nicely. Not that I expect any concerns there. I do feel what maybe, nope, silica gel. Thought it was maybe another manual. Wow, very, very, very weighty. I mean, I'm immediately impressed with the weightiness of this. It feels really, really solid. Yeah, a desiccant strip in there to keep it dry during shipping. Ensure that nothing is corroded. And so here you can see the different channel inputs. I'll give you a general overview here. And here we can see the various channel inputs. As you can see, there are 3 inputs with XLR connectors for microphones, as well as some additional line-ins here. This is 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So you can do 2 more stereo inputs here. There are gain adjustment knobs for the first 3 microphone inputs. There are low-cut switchable filters here, which is kind of nice for taking out low-end rumble or cable noise. You can do balanced or unbalanced inputs, which is really nice. So if you want to do TRS balanced connections instead of XLR, you have that option as well. Otherwise, it looks pretty much standard, similar to most mixers. You've got your main levels down here. The pots feel really nice. I mean, not only do they feel solid, but I don't want to say it takes effort to turn them, but it feels like as I turn them, they're not going to get stuck in, or they're not going to end up in a position and then get bumped and changed easily. Definitely a set it and forget it type of pot here. Then you've got your pan, so these are going to be your balance. The middle position is a little bit hard to nail, I would say. I mean, I can tell where it is. I don't know if they have how much dead zone there is or how finicky it is specifically, but I'd say it would be nice if it snapped just a little bit more into the center, because I don't think there's much time where you're really going to want, 2% to the right, 2% to the left, at least intentionally. It's got aux sends, which is nice here. You've got the 3-channel or 3-band EQ for each of the input channels. They are grouped for the 3rd and 4th inputs, as well as the 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th, but you do get full control over each of the first 2 channels. You've got some control room options here, control room source, assign to main mix. See if I can get a better picture of that. Okay, so here you can see that you've got options for sending the mix to a control room or to headphones. That's really nice because, for example, if I'm using my field recorder, I may want to be using this to listen to how I'm mixing everything, but I still might want to hear what the field recorder is hearing. So I might want to hear the output from the field recorder, so I can send that from the field recorder's output back into this and just dial it up into my headphones to listen to that temporarily, make sure that it's recording properly, the levels sound good, but otherwise I can still continue to listen to the main mix. You've got plenty of LEDs here for the levels, which is really nice. I do like the number of LEDs. It's considerably less on some of the other models out there. And you do have the yellow peaking indicators here as well, not just green and then single red, so you do have some definition within that. Here's the 0 level here. So you've got sends here, phantom power. The only thing really complaint that I have with this already is just that the phantom power is switchable for all the phantom power outputs singly but not independently. So I don't know if this would damage a condenser mic that didn't need phantom power, but realistically you may want to be concerned with plugging multiple devices into here and then activating phantom power when some of the devices might not need phantom power or use it. Make sure that you're not going to damage your devices that are connected through something that uses phantom power and then turn it on. So that's the only downside. I would like, say, instead buttons on each input that let me independently configure each option for phantom power. But otherwise, it is fairly nice looking. I'm not going to get into actually powering it on yet. The other thing that I really liked about this that I did not see in other mixers in its class, such as the Behringers or Yamahas, was this has XLR outputs, which is really nice. If I'm just passing the signal through, doing a little bit of mixing but passing it right through into my Zoom H4n, my Zoom H4n has balanced TRS and XLR inputs. Yeah, I could do TRS, but for balanced, I just like XLR connectors. They're rugged. You really know when they're connected. So I really like the primary balanced output on this unit. So that is the 802-VLZ3 premium microphone line mixer by Mackie. And this retails for about $199.99 new. And you can get it on Amazon.com, Sweetwater. You can get it at Guitar Center. And so far, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. It's going to be really useful to me, and I know at least for one thing that it's not going to fail easily. So if you're looking for a mixer that you're worried more about durability and long-term use, not something that you might outgrow quickly, this is definitely a good option. Thank you.